sight of a beefy quarter pounder has been making me hungry all day.
The McDonald's Quarter Pounder Burger, a sandwich that's practically an American icon.
America's meat and potatoes.
It's been prepared basically the same way since it was introduced back in the 1970s. That is, until 2018, when the company decided to make a big change to the recipe. A quarter pounder made with fresh beef, not frozen.
This was probably the most difficult change that we made since we made the move to all-day breakfast.
The rollout to 14,000 locations in the U.S. was no small feat. The goal was to cook up a juicy burger without slowing down McDonald's kitchen and ensuring the food remained safe. And as the company's chief supply chain officer, Marion Gross was on the front lines from the beginning.
I was skeptical, but then I tasted it and I said, wow, this is fantastic. We have to do this.
Wendy's cooks yours with fresh, never frozen beef, unlike some other guys.
Serving fresh beef isn't new. It's been done by other fast food joints for decades.
In and out, fresh every step of the way.
Were there any lessons that you took from your competitors?
No, we really didn't. We're focused on the customer. So listening to the voice of the customer, that's what drove our decision.
Were you worried about tinkering with such a staple?
We've been on this food journey for over 10 years now to improve our food. And that includes, enhancing or improving, making our iconic burgers and product offerings better too.
What was particularly for you something that was really challenging, or a nut that had to be cracked that, kept you up at night?
Yeah, for me it was really the food safety piece. That was the number one thing for me, to make sure that those food safety practices could be reliably executed.
Food safety issues can tank a company's reputation and stock price.
An E. coli scare causing Chipotle to temporarily close dozens of stores.
That's what happened to Chipotle after dozens of customers got sick from an E. coli outbreak. Its stock dropped nearly 30% following the initial reports.
There can be risk with frozen patties as well as with fresh patties. It just means you have to have more robust procedures when you're handling fresh beef product. As long as you're cooking your food to temperature, whether it's frozen or a fresh product, that's the key.
Right, and that's also transporting it at the right temperature as well.
That's right. Yeah, so some of those changes we made throughout the supply chain, it was all the way from practices in the suppliers' facilities, in transportation and in trucks, and then in the restaurants.
Those changes included a $60 million investment to upgrade equipment like refrigerators and food packaging technology. And in the restaurants, workers are required to wear special gloves that they immediately discard after handling the patties.
You can never get rid of all risks, that's impossible, but knowing that you've done everything you can to protect food safety, it lets you sleep better at night, for sure.
The investments have paid off. Sales of the Quarter Pounders are up 30%.
Will there be a time in the near future where the Big Mac is also fresh beef? I mean, right now it's the Quarter Pounder.
Yeah, like I said, this is a journey that we're on, and so this is the next step. And we're always looking for ways to make improvements, and we're going to always go back and listen to the customer, and so who knows?